everybody. So we're actually here at the Boba Run, you know, setting up a few things. I'm here with my little partner in crime. Girl, you can scoot over. As I like to call her, my little mini, because we kind of look alike, don't we? Let's talk about what's been like your, like what do you see that has changed like since I've met you, like who you were, like obviously who you were before I met you, and like what do you think, like what was the hardest piece like to overcome? Because obviously when I met you, shy, very insecure, I had a lot of like anxiety, and I know you had like a lot of like self-belief issues, and to see like how far you've come, obviously like you've been with me since day one, so I want to say like 3 years now. So, and then what do you see that's changed in like you, like what do you know that you notice, like, oh, this is like I'm totally different in this sense?
I think the lack of self-belief and self-esteem issues comes from like how I grew up, pretty much. Like my whole elementary school, middle school, high school, I've always been like a pushover, right? Like,
me too.
People would tell me to do something and I would do it, and if I wouldn't do it, I'd get bullied. And I would never snitch. I would never like stand up for myself. I would just allow stuff to happen and happen and happen all throughout high school, and even college. I was never like part of cliques. I was never in a group.
And me too. I always went to class by myself, ate my little lunch by myself, like in the movie like Mean Girls, you know, where she has lunch in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me in the like I don't know, what do you call it, a cafeteria or the you're writing in my journal. Like I would literally write to myself.
Yeah, and I just never like had friends. I really just had like one friend in high school, all through high school, and I was just not very like a social person. So when I came into the business, I just felt like that transferred over, and I had a lot of work to do, and I feel like the meetings definitely help, and you know, definitely being with a mentor, a coach, somebody that is, you know, your same age range, and you know, I feel like I could relate to her.
I know, like everything that she says, I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. Oh, that was me. I feel like I went through it first, and then she's going through it later, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that was. And everything, like in life, insecurities, relationships, like we're so like.
Yeah, and then like I think something that helps is just having somebody like believe in you. I don't think I really ever had that. Like just pushing you, like when there was a lot of times where I didn't believe in myself, and she was always the one to be like, go, just stop being a little bitch.
Literally, that was my conversation.
That's like her.
Like, stop being a little bitch.
that's how we play around. But yeah. She would say, like motivate me and push me regardless of, you know, me feeling the opposite, you know, wanting to quit, not moving forward. She was always there to push me and make me believe in myself. She believed in me when I didn't, and I feel like that's huge. You know, everybody needs that, no matter how confident you are or how low your self-esteem is.
Okay, so what do you see like now, like that's different, like major change? Like you're not a pushover, like you don't let yourself, I see you, like you don't let yourself
I think something that has changed big time is being like super outspoken. Everybody has noticed that for sure. I used to be super quiet, and now like I speak up, I speak my mind, I don't take shit from nobody.
She's like, talk to me nice.
Yeah, so that's something that I see. Huge difference. Confidence, not really. I still get shy depending on the scenario, but like for the most part, I'm really confident now. Style, physically too. I feel like my style.
Honey need to change. Like makeup was on point. But you know, she needed a little guidance, you know?
Yeah. So that's my answer.
The way you carry yourself.
The way I carry myself too. Having a way higher standard in myself and business, life, love life too. I learned a lot. You know, I tell her like my personal stuff too, boyfriend issues, or if I'm talking to somebody, I mess up or they mess up, or just valuing yourself as a woman. I learned a lot from her. You know, I have an example to follow.
Yeah, I had to go through it first, you know, deal with my shit, and then I was like, I've already been there, like, you're going in the wrong direction. So I prevent her, or I try to, because I think everybody has to make their own mistakes anyways and kind of find out for themselves. So sometimes you do gotta let people mess up. So I won't take 100% credit, because I don't think that you should try to stop anybody from doing something, because there's a lesson to always be learned. And if you're always trying to stop somebody from doing something, you're always trying to help them, you're technically hurting them. So I do know that I give my little 2 cents in, and then, okay, here, well, you go, and I'll be here to catch you and help you get through it. So that's, she needed to get through her own.
Yeah, and when I would mess up, I'd remember what she would tell me, like, damn it, I knew it, I should have listened to him. Right. And then I would go crying to her, like, you were right. And she'd tell me, like, I told you.
I'm not that mean though. I'm like, okay, I did tell you, but okay, it's okay, it's fine.
Tough love.
I am that person. Like, if anybody, I think, I don't know if anybody ever gives you tough love as much as I do. I know there's people that can be mean and tell you stuff, but as far as like who she gets her tough love from, like, I for sure, like, I don't cut her no slack. I'm not the nicest person to her if I need to tell her the truth. Like, I'm not afraid to tell her, like, you fucked up. Like let's own up to it. So,
and that's something that I appreciate, because not a lot of people have that. I think so. I feel like a lot of people are so focused on, oh, am I gonna hurt her feelings? What is she gonna think if I do tell her the truth? Is she gonna stop talking to me? Or, you know, people are so focused on losing people, right? But I think that the right person will take whatever is said and take it the right way and not the wrong way. You gotta take it as like, oh, she's trying to help me, not hurt me.
yeah.
So whenever she does coach me tough, I don't see it as like, oh, she's being mean, or she doesn't want to see me win or do good. I don't see it like that. Whenever she is tough on me or tells me shit, I look at it like, okay, what is she teaching me? It does hurt. There's certain things that, oh man, it'll hurt, or like I'll kind of distance myself.
Yeah,
for
you
a
may
little
not
bit.
like what I say in the moment. I don't think anybody does. Like, I don't think anybody likes to have anybody tell them their truth. Like, I know that I will, even though we all admit to it, like, yeah, no, tell me the truth, tell me, like, but in the moment, you know, you don't like it. You know, in the moment, you're sitting there like so mad, because that's how I am. But later when you realize it, like, okay, fine, I needed to hear that, I needed to say that. So she hasn't gotten to that point 100% yet. I tell her, like, no, you need to communicate with me, like, deal with it up front. Instead, she's like, she avoids me for a little bit because she knows she did something wrong. So she's like that girl that's like went out at night and her mom told her not to go out, and she still went out, and her mom knew she snuck out, so she just avoids her mom. And then finally her mom's like, you know, we're gonna have to have that talk. So that's literally her.
I feel like something that I still have to work on is, and I've told her before, is my ego. And I have a really big ego, like how she said, when somebody calls me out on shit, I take it the wrong way in the beginning, but then later on I'll realize, like, fuck. And then it takes a lot for me to own up to my problems and apologize for reacting a certain way.
Yeah, I think that's a huge sign of maturity, is like, even though you don't want, no one likes to be wrong, is when, even though you feel 100% maybe you weren't that wrong, just to own up to that. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, like, there's so many people that play the victim role. Like, they're always trying to find somebody to blame no matter what. I'm this way because this. I talk to you this way because you talk to me this way. I didn't make this happen because of this, and this, or this person didn't help me. So there's always people living in that victim mentality. So I think that when you can own up to your own problems and never blame anybody, and say, you know what, yes, I am here because of me, you know, this is where I messed up at. I think that is where respect is earned, and it's the highest form of maturity. I know it takes a lot for me to own up to things, but I've gotten a lot better, and you actually feel better. So, yeah.
Good.